Abbott, what time is it?
It's time for the Abbott and Costello Show. We're on the air for ABC here in Hollywood.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go with the Abbott and Costello Show.
Let's get on with the detective story. What case have you picked for Sam Shovel tonight?
Well, Abbott, it's one of my most interesting cases. I call it the case of the grocer who fell in the wet concrete while building his new store, or he's stone cold dead in the market.
All right, let's get on with it.
Yes, I'm Sam Shovel, private detective. I've been up all night working on a case. As I sit here in my little office, I'm tired. I start to doze. I'm taking a cat nap. It's a miserable night. It's raining a regular California rain. Out here, it rains the hard way. The hard way. Up. Just listen to that rain. Coming down in buckets. Outside, there's a heavy Los Angeles fog. I can't wait for the fog to lift. You get such a beautiful view of the smog. When the smog clears away, you can see the rain. And when it stops raining, you get a beautiful view of the La Brea tar pits. That's when you start praying for more smog. I walk to the window. I can see the mechanics in the garage across the street working on my car. They're tuning up my motor. Well, it's time to get back to work. On my desk is a file on one of my famous cases. Willie the burglar. He was a Cracker Jack thief. He died broke. There ain't much money in stealing Cracker Jacks. And there's another case, the case of murderer A.C. McGurk. I put him in an electric chair myself. I strapped A.C. McGurk in a chair and turned on the current. But it didn't kill him. I found out why. He was A.C. and the current was D.C. Suddenly I remember, I've got to make a phone call. I have a party line. I think I'll switch on my police radio.
Calling Patrolman Nichols, Patrolman Owen Nichols. Go to 49635 Elm Street. 15 gangsters are holding up a bank with machine guns. Attention! Car 71, 59, 106, 83 M. Tear gas car number 7. Rush immediately to Sunset and Vine. A car is parked in a passenger loading zone. That's all.
It's a good thing it wasn't parked near a fire hydrant. They'd have called out the National Guard. They got a fine police department here. One of the best is my pal, Lieutenant Abbott of the Homicide Squad. I'll never forget the time Chief wanted to make a mounted policeman out of Abbott. A mounted policeman. He wanted to stuff him with cotton and hang him over the fireplace. Lieutenant Abbott used to be a hotel house detective. They fired him because he was too noisy. He's got a glass eye, and every time he put up the keyhole, it would rattle.
Hello, Sam Shovel.
It's my pal, Lieutenant Abbott. Abbott, I haven't seen you for days. Where have you been?
On the trail of Verillo gang. That Verillo gang, that tough gang. What a time I had capturing them. I nailed one of them in New Orleans. I nailed another one in Chicago. I nailed another one in Boston.
Lieutenant Abbott never carries a gun, just a hammer and nails.
Sam Shovel, you've known me for years. You've got to admit one thing. They don't come any tougher than Lieutenant Abbott.
I have to admit he was right. Lieutenant Abbott is plenty tough. He's got muscles of steel, an iron fist, and he smokes nickel cigars.
Being a cop is no bed of roses. Remember before I was a detective how I used to pound a beat?
Lieutenant Abbott used to pound a beat the hard way. The hard way. He pounded it with his head. That's when they made him a detective. Now he's the most famous gumshoe on the force. Every place he goes, he gets gum on his shoes. I should have went with him. I got stuck myself. How are things at headquarters, Lieutenant Abbott?
Well, we're having a little trouble, Sam. There's a guy trying to get revenge on the police force.
Who is it?
The guy that runs the fruit stand on the corner. Every time he passes the station, he swipes a policeman.
Now I got a new case on my hands. I got to find out who's smuggling jokes for Abbott into the script.
Sam, there's something I've got to tell you. It's something that is an encumbrance to my equanimity. To my equanimity.
What are you trying to tell me, Lieutenant?
Well, Sam, I don't know how to say this.
You didn't know how to say the last line either.
Why, you concerned, gosh dang, bing busted, confounded.
Lieutenant Abbott has a foul mouth. But that's understandable. He's got a nose like a chicken, too.
Sam, I'm going to give it to you straight. Your brother's a crook. Your brother is the leader of one of the toughest mobs in this town.
Okay, Lieutenant. 10, Jack, King, Queen, Ace.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving it to you straight. That's the biggest straight you can get.
This is serious, Sam. Your brother's a crook. You've got to do something.
I've tried to do something. I used to say to him, Joe, go straight, Joe. Get out of the racket, Joe. Joe, you're going to get in trouble. But Joe, he wouldn't listen.
Why?
His name is Pat. 3 times I tried to put my brother Pat on the right track, but he wouldn't let me.
Why not?
The train was always coming.
Sam, your brother Pat is a thief.
Yes, he's been stealing ever since he was a kid. Even in school, he'd steal paper from the supply closet. He stole so much paper that when the teacher wanted to give an examination, she had to bring the class over to our house.
Sam?
She left 3 kids after school. They've been with us ever since.
Sam, I know you're a brave man, and you're on the side of the law.
Right, Lieutenant.
That's why I came here. Sam, I know the headquarters of your brother's mob. I want you to come with me, Sam. You are going to arrest your own brother.
Lieutenant, you mean you want me to arrest my own brother? A little sad music, please. I said sad. That's pitiful. Would the trumpet player please help out Matty Mallet, please? That's enough. Try using 2 lips now. All right, Lieutenant. You want me to arrest my own brother, my little baby brother, the little brother that laid in the same crib with me, my little brother that shared his candy with me when we were kids, my brother, my own flesh and blood, my own brother.
Sam, there's $1,000 reward for him.
Let's go get the rat.
We're almost to your brother's mob hideout.
Just a minute, Abbott.
What?
Sound man has another block to go.
Sam, why don't you get inside the car? You'd be more comfortable.
I'm okay, Lieutenant. I'm riding on the running board.
This car has no running board.
Now, he tells me.
Sam Shovel, this is the place. We're going in and arrest your brother. When we get inside, identify your brother. Point him out to me. Come on.
Lieutenant, that's him over there behind the desk. The one with the ladder sticking out of his head.
Why does he have a ladder sticking out of his head?
Well, he's really my stepbrother.
with 2 mugs doing in here?
Just a minute.
Well, if it ain't me brother, me kid brother Sam.
Pat Shovel, my own flesh and blood.
Well, Pat, it's 8:15.
That was swell, Mabel. Thanks.
I'll be back at 8:30.
Hey, wait a minute. Who was that dame?
Oh, just one of the gals of my mob. She's our morale builder. Every 15 minutes, she goes around kissing all the boys in the mob.
You mean you have girls in this mob?
Sure, lots of them. Look through that door over there. See them gorgeous redheads, all 10 of them there? When the gang gets through with a job, the girls sit in the fellas' laps. They stroke their brows. They make love to them. They soothe their noise.
All right, Sam Shovel. Tell your brother why we're here.
Brother Pat,
Yes, Brother Sam, what do you want to say?
could you use 2 more guys in your mob?
There's a curtain call coming up, folks.
Costello, what are you going to do tonight?
I think I'll sneak over to the Palladium and get me a girl.
Oh, girls, girls, girls. That's all you think of.
Well, a man is entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of women.
No, you mean the pursuit of happiness.
You chase what you like, and I'll chase what I like.
Good night, folks.
All right, everybody, thanks, ladies.
Listen each Thursday night at this time for another great Abbott and Costello show, produced and transcribed in Hollywood by Charles Vanda, and featuring Marilyn Williams and Matty Malneck and his orchestra.